John, I think you got us on here late.
I did, Mayor.
Always late, John.
Behind my time.
Yeah, you're like the typical dentist.
Behind my time.
I make an appointment for 7:30 and it's 7:32.
It is 7:32.
There you are, late again.
Late again.
I'm sitting here patiently waiting for you. As a patient, patiently waiting, John.
I know, Mayor. Okay, looks like we're going to be there.
Are we there yet, John? You're late. I can't say for sure the time, but...
Hi, Candy. Good to see you. Well, so do you want it to go higher?
It's up to you.
Should probably maybe go a little bit higher, guys. Hold on.
Hang on to your hats. You're going up.
See what that's like. Have to wait for the delay.
It's like the bobblehead.
Hi, Lisa. Good to see you.
Candy, I'm going to be just like that, what's it called? National Lampoon Christmas. That's good.
That's better.
I'm going to be just like John and I will show up with our RV.
Hey, AD. Good to see you.
But we thought we'd take you along instead of our typical 10 to 12 foot Christmas tree. This one's what, about 4 or 5 feet, John? It's up on a stand. And we'll take you back at the end so you can see all the things around my turkey and the
Hi,
things
Donna, good to see you.
on the mantle. But we thought we'd take you along and show you this. I'm waiting for the butter didn't harden up on the counters, so I threw it in the refrigerator. And I have another project that wouldn't get hard yet to show you. And so it's this fine line of all these projects, but I have other things I want to show you. And then I thought about, after I did the butter candle, I thought, my goodness, I could have done it in a paper cup. John said, move over. I could have done it in a paper cup, let it harden, tear the cup away, tear a hole in the bread, and stick the butter in the bread. And how cool, that would be even better, I think.
It might.
So,
Candy says, I like that. Come on over, Cousin Eddie and wife.
Yeah. Just watch out. Oh, I got something in my teeth. Is it out now?
No. Yep,
Over here?
There. Yep.
Sorry about that, guys. We had a delicious dinner. We had shrimp scampi and a big
Hi, Claudia.
Caesar salad. So sorry, my dentist is telling me I didn't brush my teeth good enough. So rather than get out all my vintage ornaments, I thought, since this room has slowly been evolving to a more country feeling, and I have a stuffed duck, a big stuffed turkey, a stuffed quail, turkey feathers, and I'm trying to get some other feathers.
Of course, Candy.
What's that?
The dentist noticing your teeth.
Yeah.
They're sending you hearts, man.
Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. So we had this, which John was going to do a live on, and somehow the holiday just slipped away. It's all little pine cones from our driveway and some little bird's nests that are strung. And I thought I'd start with that. And I could have gone out to the barn, and it's like coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's so cold that I don't feel like going over there, just like I didn't go out. You'll see on the mantle I don't have my greens yet, and I was going to put greens in the stockings, but it was just too cold to go out. I did run out and grab that rosemary at John's request, but
it was delicious. Oh no, that's the one that didn't harden yet. I was thinking of supper.
Yeah, and I turned around, and since I had my mini prep out, I have my cranberries out, I made a cranberry hummus. I used white beans, some chopped rosemary, some garlic, olive oil. What else did I put in there?
More hearts.
I'm trying to remember, but I made like a hummus that we'll have tomorrow. We'll have a little spread for the two of us. I have Clams Casino that
Peggy
we
says
bought
She likes it. How did you string the pine cones?
just with a thick thread, like a button thread.
Hey, Deborah, good to see you.
Hi, Deb.
Hey, Carol, good to see you.
And let's see, I just threw in some stuff and some of the things for last year that I made, and you'll see. So I bought these two deer recently at the flea market. I have a big collection of deer, but they're more misfit toys, but they're the old celluloid, I was going to say cellulite. They're the old celluloid deer, and they're pretty nice size. And I bought them at the flea market. I paid a little bit more than I wanted to, but they were 2 for $5 because they're damaged. And I'm really torn. Do I make little clay horns and are they called horns? Yeah. What are these little things called? Don't you hate antlers? Yeah. Do I make little clay antlers and glue them on, or little stick antlers, or do I just leave them original? I'm usually like leave it original kind of girl. And you see, still no makeup today. This is like a holiday vacation. No makeup, just very casual. No planning things out really well. But I thought I would tuck these in to the tree. A couple places here. And I should have thought if I go back out to the barn again, if I go out tomorrow, I'll get some antlers and real antlers and stick it in. I have a pair, but they're too big. But I think I'll put some antlers in here too. As I'm thinking about it, I was thinking all the other
Hey, Martha,
things.
good to see you.
And this is another one, and it doesn't have its old sticker on it. But I think this is one made in Japan. And I just pulled things quickly. I wasn't going to go into all my decorations, pulling them out. This year I didn't feel inspired to do that. I don't know, sometimes you just figure you're going to enjoy the...
Candy says she thinks it would be good if you added the antlers, but maybe they could be twigs, because you could always remove them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hey,
And
Brenda,
these,
good to see you.
I don't know where I got them, but when I'm going through all the boxes and putting things away, I found I had these little houses. They look a little like the Putz house, but they're not vintage or anything, but they're made
Renee,
on cardboard and they're kind of cute. And I
good
thought,
to see you. She says she loves the deer theme.
oh, thanks. And I got, there were 4 of them in the box, so we'll put all 4 of them on.
Oh, boy.
They're all a little bit different. They have pine cones on them. They look like they're handmade, but they're not. I got them at the flea market, I guess. I buy stuff all the time, and I bring it home and tuck it away, and then I forget I even have it.
Hi, Angie. Good to see you. She says, cute tree.
But this,
Thank you.
this tree, we paid more for this little tree. We paid, what, $40 for this tree. And in the past, that big trees that we would get, that 10 or 12 foot
That was
tree.
a special deal.
Yeah, they were selling the nursery or something like that, selling the property. And how much did we pay for this? Like $20?
20 bucks, yep.
20 bucks. So that, if you remember, I think it was 2 years ago, we got 5 trees. We went back there a couple times.
Hi, Tony. Good to see you. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
And here's another little deer, and he actually has a place for a hook. And his little antler's broken too. But that's what I told you in your bargaining, and I never spend a lot, or usually don't spend a lot for something. Most of the things are damaged in some way, and I still love them. Probably love them even more. And if they weren't a bargain, I would be cautious about using them and apprehensive.
Carol says, that looks like an elk.
Maybe, yeah. It's kind of cute, isn't it? I need to learn my animals. Yeah, I got all confused. And then I read someplace, and I don't know whether this is true, that the male deer lose their horns and the female don't. And that, so hence who pulls Santa's sleigh are the girls. But I don't know whether that's true or not. We did find some antlers in the woods by our house, and we see the little characters rub on our arborvitae.
Carol says, yes, they do.
So I don't know, how do they get all those big points? If they fall off, how do they grow so fast? Then I have, again, somewhere I picked these up. They're like Danish or Swedish. And since I have some of the, what am I, John, part?
What's this
It
about?
changed a couple times. Am I Swedish or am I Norwegian or Danish?
I forget now. We have to go back.
It switched a couple times.
Candy says, yes, that is true.
But we'll put some of these on at the end, but they almost look like little snowflakes, and they're made out of straw. And they're not handmade or anything really precious, but they were cute enough that it made me want to buy them.
Redna says the points come with age.
That's really cool how they are.
Carol says they grow larger each year
So they don't...
if left, but they always fall out.
Oh, okay. And then somewhere I got these picks, and I was going to stick them on something. They're stars with glittery. Guess it's supposed to look like snow. And I thought we can poke them in. This was just all things I grabbed from around. Then I have a couple
Candy says,
people...
it is crazy. They do fall off every year, and they regrow the same shaped antler each year, but get more massive.
Yeah, so John has a funny story because we didn't know anything about deer. And the one day I was working in the garden, and I almost got trampled by them when they ran past. They weren't expecting people. And then Rich told me they go down on their hooves on the points, and with a lot of power, and they could do some damage if they stepped on you as they were running. And they're all muscle. And people see them swim across the river here. We haven't. But sometimes they'll come right up to the window and be looking in. But
Islander Farmer, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, Merry
Thank you.
Christmas. I buy from a lot of the same people in Marketplace. And I do like where I'll buy, and it's about a half hour away, and I'll say, well, I'll wait until I make a pile. And if you remember the one lady that I go to, how far is she? About an hour away? Well, two people are about an hour away. And they'll build up a pile for me because they know I will buy the things. I'm not playing a Marketplace game. And the one lady, you shop in her shed, you go to pick up your things, and then you have the privilege of that $1 or $2 shelf or whatever she has. But
Candy
this
says
is...
she's liking the natural and woodland look of your decorations.
Oh, thanks.
Hi Nadine, good to see you. Merry
And it's
Christmas
nothing
to you.
special
Thank
that
you.
I collected. It's just things I grabbed really quick off the top.
Welcome, Linda.
So I got this cute little, she called it a llama. I'm going to call it a little alpaca because one year I bought my granddaughter, I paid for her to adopt a little alpaca for a year. And this was $2, and I thought it was really cute, and it's fuzzy, and I don't know whether it's handmade or whatever, but I thought that
Carol
was really
says
cute.
they've had them try to come in the front door of their vacation cabin.
Oh, geez.
The deer.
That's scary. They can do some real damage, I would think. So we'll just set him on a branch, and I hope you can see
They
the
can.
things.
They do.
And if you remember, I think it was the year before last, I made these simple little ornaments, and it said Merry Christmas, and I threw it in this container along with a bunch of other stuff, and this container's what I found yesterday, I guess, when I was looking, putting stuff away. And it's just one of those, log slices, but I thought, oh, this will be good. Because the more stuff, the more gooder. The more gooder, the more better.
And the most bestest.
And the most bestest. And in this container, this is Mary Poppins carpet bag that I'm pulling out of. And here's another one of those snowflakes, or stars rather.
Candy says they have an alpaca farm about an hour away from them, and they're so adorable.
Yeah, they're really cute, except they do spit if they're not happy. I watch all these little videos. So this, if you remember, I made this like that same year, 2 years ago, and it was a little bag, and it has pine needles in it, and a little tag that says, Merry Christmas. So all this stuff I had put someplace in the barn that year, and then it went into this container. And then this is one of the old pine cone people, and it's really cute. It says Shiny Bright on the bottom.
Okay.
And it's just a little guy, and he's got a little bell, and he's really cute, and he's old, he's vintage. And we'll put him in here. And this is a tad heavy. If you remember, the same time I made all these mushrooms, I guess this was 2 years ago, clay mushrooms, and I put them on a slice of wood and all the little dry things from my yard and flowers that I dried. And it's a tad heavy that probably I could do it as the air dry clay. I just used the regular, this is air dry clay. I could have used it, maybe the foam clay, but I like making those mushrooms.
Candy says, I bought such pretty dryer balls that I display the ones that aren't in the dryer. So many colors.
Oh, that's neat, yeah. They're wool, I guess, felted wool. Yeah, I have all those ornaments, the felted ornaments I made, John. Remember that?
Yes.
And I don't know where they are.
Well, we'll find them.
We'll find them, yeah.
Candy says these past crafts are perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to cut this off because this one, I took all these to the store and I sold most of them. And the few that I had left, I decided, what the heck, I'm keeping these. So I had a pair of scissors here. So this one still has the store price tag on it. If you remember, I made all those little huts and all for the store. I think they all sold. I had hundreds of ornaments I made. So this is the little one I just stamped on a piece of fabric, the mushroom, and used a stick and just, remember I told you I trash picked a Christmas tree and like one summer, and I kept all of it, and that's where I got all my greens, and then the pine cones came from the yard. But that's just a little stamped on there and a piece of fabric, and I hand sewed that. So when I was thinking about it, I thought, oh man, I have all these cool things. And now the more I think, the more things I have around that are in the barn, and I'll bring them back out. And if you remember one of the first lives that I did, I made like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I made these stick stars, and they were in this container. So that's going to be the star for the top. I forgot that was even in there, but that's, maybe I'll put some greens on there or wrap it so it shows up a little bit more.
Looks cute.
And this is a little guy I made, but I think he's too heavy. He's on one of those, I made so many things on there, and this is,
Just sit 'em on the top.
yeah, maybe sit him up. I'll tuck him in where it's, but it's a little like hiker guy. And this is when I was using all the natural things from the yard, little piece of bark and some moss, and he's sitting on a little log. I forgot how cute he was. I forgot I even had him. You know, you make this stuff, and I made so many things, and it was getting on my nerves, and you just keep tucking them in boxes. He actually fit right in there.
Okay.
I have lots more of these stars. And
Linda says she loves the decorating.
oh, that's neat. It's all memory lane, because if you've been with me for a while, you'll remember my making them.
Linda Farmer.
Oh, hi, Linda. And this
Hi, Cindy.
is,
Good to see you.
let me know if Arlene comes on. This is, again, the pine needles in here, and I made a little tag, and I stamped the pine trees. I forget even making this stuff. I used to make a lot of stuff on here. Every day I made projects. And that still smells. It smells really good from the pine needles.
Cool.
And lots more stars, so I'll go back and put them on. Oh, and here's one of these little huts. I kept one because I bought these. Somebody had all that. I told you there's like tables of things for $1. And these were like in a container. And I don't know, I got, oh, they were on broken Christmas lights. This little like hut thing, and I pulled them off the lights, and I glued it on a log slice, and then I put one of my little vintage mushrooms that I had since like the 50s, and put some pine cones. I used a piece of a popsicle stick and made a little door, and decorated that and put some of my dry stuff on the top. I made like 100 of these, and I still have lots more of the stuff, and I only paid like $1 for the whole box of all these.
Hey,
But it
Lori.
was like a big broken mess.
Lori, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
And sorry I'm not saying hi to everybody. I've got work
Carol
to
says
do.
she missed that need to collect some pine needles and not make some pouches for the main tree. They would smell wonderful.
Yeah, that's why, and you can always refresh them with the oil too. That's a little heavy for some of these branches. Some of the branches aren't as sturdy as others, so let me see if I can find some. It's not this as heavy, but, and actually I could use a Christmas hook and hang them if I wanted.
Sandy says, what a treasure. You're making great memories and history for your family. Just precious. I do remember watching you make these. Candy says, I love the simplicity of the stick stars. I was going to gather small twigs and make smaller stars like yours,
Yeah, I have some little ones in here too.
but lightly spray silver or white glitter to show up and add a poem or, oh heck, there's always next year.
Yeah, and you know what? They're great for 4th of July or Independence Day or whatever. Actually, I think I made them for 4th of July initially. And here's a little cardinal, and we all like to have a cardinal on our tree. And I glued it on an old clothespin, just a cardinal and some greens and some, it's all scrap things that I had. And this is some of that baking soda and whatever that mixture is for snow. I think last year and the year before I made them. But I'm thinking I can't wait to get out there and get my, let's see, put them here.
Claudia says, it's so beautiful. She loves you and the tree.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to go out and get my deer antlers because, oh, hi, Claudia. I can't wait to get my deer antler and put them in here. And if you remember, I have a lot more stuff I made from yo-yos. I don't know whether I'll put this in or not, but this was like a little Christmas tree. I made all kinds of stuff with yo-yos, tails. That was 2 or 3 years ago. Tails and ornaments and all kinds of stuff.
Candy says, yes, like your small ones. I'm trying to do snowflakes for a few.
See where I can tuck some stuff and it's not all.
Thanks for the hearts, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the hearts. I'm busy decorating, so
concentrating.
Yeah, I'm concentrating. It takes a lot to focus. But I'll tell you, just coming on as casual with my friends, it's fun. No makeup, no planning ahead. I just grab this container and I'm like, well, don't expect big things. This is just a fun time. And then, like I said, I get boxes of stuff. And look how cute this guy was. And he looks like a little forest guy, doesn't he? And you know, I have that big collection of all the pixies, and I did a whole tree of pixies. This guy actually has a little place so I can put a hook on him. If
Yeah,
I
it
wanted
says
to.
work, work, work. Thanks for the hearts, everybody.
Yeah, like I said, I have another project going that I want to show you, and it's really a fun thing. But it's one of those things. It's working. It's not working. I'm not sure. I will show it to you eventually, but I can't seem
She's
to.
glad you just popped on.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. So I hung that little guy on the hook, and here's another cute little guy. And all these would be cute to glue them onto a log or do something with them, but I'm just going to use them the way I got them. And they were in a box, probably of things I bought. And when I grabbed them, I just threw everything in this basket like maybe 2 years ago, and I haven't looked at it since. So I had no idea what was in here. And if I had planned ahead, I would have brought stuff from the barn. But by the time I realized I would do this and make life easy, I didn't feel like going out there in the cold. It's not that it's that far, but
It's cold.
it's very cold out. And let me cut some of these things. I took them to the store, and then I ended up, I'm like, I'm going to keep a few of each thing, or one. Some I only have one of, but I'm like, I'm keeping that. And here's another one of the,
Carol said he looked like a Hummel figurine.
yeah, didn't he look like a Hummel? It's just a little plastic cheap guy, but here's another one of those stars. I made so many of those stars. They were fun at the time. And then you forget and you move on. But these I had just thrown in this container. Oh man.
Hey Karen, good to see you.
And here's another one of these guys.
She says your tree is perfect. She just
Oh,
loves
thanks. Here's another one of these guys. He's a little bit different. I don't know where I got these little guys. I had them for a long time. But I made them all sit on logs and all. And I was going to take them to the store, and then I never did. I'm like, I like them. I'll throw them in my container and put them in my hoarding collection. So if I can get them back. They're a little heavy with that little character on there. We could get them back in there. If he doesn't, I'll put them on under the tree, but I took them far enough back in. And here's another little, I must have made a lot of potpourris one night. And here's another one, if you remember the live with the pine needles. And like I said, I will go out to the barn because I have lots of other stuff I can put in here. I'm thinking as I'm going along, oh, I have those owls and here's another
Hi Sharon, good to see you.
little pine needle pillow, and it has the yo-yos and buttons and all that. Yeah, these are like maybe 3 years ago, or I'm not sure. But it's all the pine needles. We saved when you save your Christmas tree, save it on a sheet to dry, and then when you pick it up, gather it up, all your needles will be on the sheet. And John always wonders what the heck I'm doing when I'm like, don't throw that Christmas tree away, put it on a sheet in the yard. Life is a little different, isn't it, John?
Yes, for the better.
This guy's too heavy. This guy's really cute, but he's too heavy, so I'm just going to put him underneath. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to do something underneath the tree. I think I may just put greens. We got this stand. We have a million stands, like some really old vintage ones, but they wouldn't hold this size tree. You know, they get old and it's hard to screw them in pretty tight and all. And we were at the flea market like a week or two ago, and right after we got the tree, and the tree's been in the garage in a bucket of water, but we got, I said to John, oh my goodness, here's the perfect stand. And it's kind of a vintage one and kind of cool. And then I just grabbed a garden tub that I had to put it on.
Sharon says she always enjoyed watching you craft.
Oh, thanks. So when I was doing those, if you remember, I stamped the mushrooms just like I did on the ornament, and then I hand sewed them on the tail, and I made a little tail rack out of a twig, and again that old Christmas tree and a rusty bell I think is on here, maybe not. No rusty bell, I thought there was. I could put one on there, but a little pine cone that I cut to look like a flower. But I got the tail really inexpensive. Somebody had the tails, and I thought it looked really cute, and I was going to hang it someplace, and I never did. And it's too big for the tree, but actually maybe I'll put it on under the tree, open it up off the rack. We'll see. But that's still a possibility of something. And then somewhere I got these little straw hedgehogs, I guess they are. Look how cute they are. I don't know whether anybody's had them for pets or not. I used to like to go and look at the pet store, all the crazy animals like the sugar gliders and the hedgehogs and all. I just think they're really cute. I think when my grandkids were, what country did they go to, John? And the hedgehogs run wild. The beach where they go. Oh, Croatia,
Yeah.
was that it?
Yeah.
In Croatia, I think they saw the little hedgehogs there running around. I think that's the country.
I believe that's correct.
What?
I believe that's correct.
And so I had 3 little hedgehogs, and I just thought they were really cute.
Carol says the hedgehog is cute.
Yeah, aren't they cute? And that came from like the flea market on one of their tables. And here's another. It was fabric that had a Christmas tree on it, and that's when I was doing all the pine needles. And then I glued it onto a piece of burlap and put a drawstring and a little star and some bells on it. And it still smells from the pine needles are in there from
Thanks for the hearts, everybody.
Christmas trees past.
Lori wants to know what's on the Christmas menu.
Actually, that's, John and I do, we don't do a lot of gifting, wrapping gifts and all, but we do special things, and so John will be cooking dinner, and he's making, what are you making for Christmas dinner, John? Filet mignon.
Filet mignon, yes.
And we bought baked potatoes and mushrooms, and we aren't big red meat eaters, and so we just get smaller things and share them. But that will be fun. Baked potato, mushrooms. I forget what
Kind of
vegetable.
vegetable.
Yeah, I forget. We have string beans in there, I think.
I know, Candy, it's the clock.
And there's the another one of the mushrooms I stamped on the fabric and just did like a running stitch with embroidery. Again, more of that Christmas tree and more of the little pine cones from our yard and a stick and some, no such thing as jute. If you remember, we asked the guy at the hardware store, because we can't go in, we're at the mercy of the people running in and getting the things for us.
Hi, Diana. Good to see you.
Hi, Diana.
She says, hope all is well today.
Yep, it is. Thank you. And I didn't put it right next to the other one. We asked the guy, we need some jute, and he said there's no such thing as jute. So that guy was kind of miserable, and I don't think he works there anymore. We haven't been there for a while. We've been busy working on the house, and I don't know, time just flies. And here's another one of the
Hi, Jeanette. Good to see you.
the mushrooms that I made out of the clay, and it's on a little piece of wood, those discs. I think we got them from Amazon.
She says your tree is small, but your decorating is mighty.
Yeah, and wait till you see, I'll have to go to the barn and get the...
Angel bell again from that clock. That's the repeater clock, Candy.
Oh yeah, and we don't notice it. We have so many clocks ticking away, and they're all a little bit different, and so there's always
And they
a
all need
clock.
help. They all got messed up. Hi, Nora. Good to see you. She
trying
says
to
happy Monday night, Marilyn, and Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, thanks, and
Thanks,
wait till
Nora.
you see
Same
what
to you.
we're doing tomorrow night. We don't know whether we'll do it live or make a video or how we'll figure it out, but it definitely is a hoot and a holler.
Diana says it's an adorable tree.
Oh, thanks. And I can hang some things lower because that would look cute since it's up elevated. And I will go back and add a lot more stuff. Oh, and I found I had another one of those cardinals on a clothespin.
Thanks for the hearts, everybody.
And you always think of loved ones coming back when you see the cardinals. Tell them about the, I love dragonflies, and we have them all over around here. And is that the ones that dragonflies eat hummingbirds? I think so. I'm trying to remember. But John's dad had just died and been buried the day before. And we were driving down the shore because we had a shop down there. And there was the biggest dragonfly I ever saw. We were on a really busy highway to the shore, and it was like bumper to bumper. And the dragonfly, we would drive like a half a mile or something and then stop. Wasn't the dragonfly right outside the window of John's car? Then we moved up a little bit, and look, the dragonfly was there. I forget for how long that dragonfly kept flying.
20 minutes.
Like 20 minutes was flying around John's window.
Diana says she remembers you making that star. It was one of your first projects.
Yeah, it was. And
Nora says it's a beautiful Christmas tree.
oh my goodness, thank you. I have another one of these little guys. I must have made them on a live, a bunch of them. And I don't know where I got the little guys, but they're really cute. And they're probably something collectible because I've used those willow tree or whatever they are, figurines on stuff. I don't just put them on there. I'm just going to put that underneath. I think I'll put a skirt or something underneath. And I have one more of these mushrooms on a thing with bark and all, but I think it's a bit heavy, so I'm going to rearrange and put stuff underneath. I'll find a cloth or something I want and display them on the bottom of the tree there. And now I have just these little things, and you want to don't
Carol
go
says
yet.
those are sweet little guys.
Don't go yet, because John's going to span back, and you'll see. Remember my turkey that I bought? That big stuffed turkey? And the people that have the shop contacted me, and they had the turkey with the tail out and all. And would I be interested? It was like $7.95. I'm like, I don't think so. I got it. How much did I pay for the duck? $25. I got a stuffed duck for like $25. That's the kind of price I pay. But it was really cool. And they also had a big turkey that was flying, but I didn't want to pay that kind of money. I didn't want a turkey that badly. And I just feel like it would be overindulgent. So I'm just going to stick a lot of these little guys around in here. And then I'll add some more stuff tomorrow if it warms up a little bit and I feel energetic. I'll run out to the barn and I'll add some more things and then I'll take pictures. But let me get a few of these on, and then John will span back so you can see I have some old Christmas stockings, and you'll see I have a quail, I have my turkey here, and you can see what it looks like. I'll just put a couple more of these on. And you get an idea. And then in the morning I'll look at it with fresh eyes and go out to the barn and get, I have owls and all kinds of things out there. If you remember all the owls I made, big owls, little owls. Oh, here's another box. Whoops. I don't think any of this is a whole box of little another one of the little shiny bright guys. I can put him in there. Most of it's not, like I said, I just tuck stuff in boxes. I don't think, I'll wait on those. I have two of those. But these are all, they're all really cute. They're like little German ornaments. The little tiny nutcracker, but it's a whole box of fun little things, and I don't know where I got them. Oh, look at this little house. What's it say it is? Made in Taiwan. But look how cute it is. So it's a whole box of little things that I'll have to go through. But it's like toy things. All cute little tiny, look how tiny these little ornaments are. Oh, gang, them just little.
Hi, Bernice. Good to see you. She says beautiful ornaments.
Yeah, look how much fun. So it's a whole box of them. Some of them are German, some of them are just junk, but it's a whole big box of them that someplace I got them.
Thank you, Bernice, for sprinkling.
Yeah, thanks, Bernice. So I'll just play around with these, and I'll do some arrangement and things, and I'll finish it up tomorrow with, if I'm inspired, with the antlers and some owls and whatever else I can come across. Well, and that guy's losing his little thing. I think I'll have to check that out. But anyway, that was what I wanted to get started tonight. And we'll let John, so he'll, what we do, pull back.
I don't know, what do you want me to show first, and I'll figure it out.
Well, I want you to pull back and let him see the whole fireplace.
Like right here? Or just
Well,
all that?
I'll turn it a little.
I'll hold the stand.
Okay. We'll turn it a little bit. It's not going to... Can you take it off without knocking it off?
I don't know.
Or just move the whole stand? We want to span back and let you see all the craziness on the... Well, we have a coffee table here and all in the way. Okay? Well, that... So I don't know whether you can see the turkey. Here's the turkey, and
Have to wait for the lag.
yeah, there's a lag, and the quail is up here. And I don't know whether you guys follow Paula Dean, but she's not doing a regular cooking show anymore, and she looks drastically different. She lost tons and tons of weight, and she has a beautiful home. And I woke up at like 5 o'clock this morning, and I watched Paula Dean. She gave a tour of the house. She has a decorator with her, and she collected those Buyer's Choice that I showed you are handmade, and she had a whole collection of them. So if you have the opportunity and you want to look at something for a few minutes, her tour is amazing, and you see all the buyer's choice. And here, up here is one of the old ones that I got at the flea market for like $2 or something. And it's one of John's old clocks next to it. But I think it's going to be hard to span. I have, can you turn it a little bit just so they can see? Sorry if it's a little dizzy. I'm trying to show you that. I'll take pictures, but you see my turkey there. And I wanted it to look country and look like what it looked like when my family lived here, maybe. Maybe I'm fooling myself, but this is artificial garland that's on here. And that's actually a kitchen clock, not appropriate for a mantle. But that's the real old buyer's choice. He's probably been out in the sun and everything else. And I have my old pictures and some books.
You might go a little more that way.
Yeah, we're trying to get it here. Sorry to move it on you. And I have my candles and an old picture, and next to that is Ben Franklin. And if you remember, the tree that we have, my family loved Ben Franklin, and actually a marble bust of my great-great-great-grandfather is at the Franklin Institute. And that's Ben Franklin. That's a buyer's choice, Ben Franklin. And then I have, he's on books, and I have another crock there with picture which has like a dog handle on it. And then at the end I have an old picture with turkey feathers.
Bruce says it looks great. Candy says she sees antlers.
Yeah, there's antlers down there, but
Diana says it's so beautiful.
They're too big to go on the tree. Be careful because you're bumping, hun. And then I have some crocks down there. And then these are two vases I got in my travels. They look like pheasants or something like that. So you kind of see the theme. And then I have on the wall, which I don't think I can take you over, I have an old turkey print and another Christmas stocking. You can just see the top of the Christmas stocking. They're really old ones that I made years ago out of old quilts, cutter quilts. And I have my plants there, and that's it. So we thought you would like to see that. John, did you have any comments?
Says she collects buyer's dolls, the early ones. Your home and decorations are lovely.
Oh, thanks. And so when you see that I'm getting all this crazy stuff at the flea market, and you wonder what happens and what do I do with it? Well, this is what I do with it. I pour it into the house. And so when we have to clean, it's a major job, and that's what we're just doing now. We're going around and cleaning each room and each item, and really having a good time looking at each thing and getting some joy out of it. Like they say, oh, look at your stuff and see if it gives you joy or if it doesn't. And that's most of the time they say get rid of everything. But I just really enjoy it. And when we sit here at night, like I said, the fireplaces can't work because you saw what the chimneys look like upstairs. We would not feel comfortable using them. I would love to use this wood-burning stove. This room would be really toasty. But the chimneys are too old, and it's too extensive to try to repair them.
Hi, Angela. Good to see you. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
But
She says her husband's napping, but he'd love to have her decorate like this forever.
Oh, really? He likes the old things. John didn't when I first met him. John had
it's such quaint and beautiful decorations.
But that's why I thought I would go with that on the tree, you know, this year instead of all the vintage family ornaments and all. And I still have some ornaments maybe I'd pull out and put on there, but mainly I'll get some things from the barn, and we'll go with the foresty kind of theme. And we made it really simple this year by doing it that way. But I thought you'd enjoy it. This is all river rock. There's river rock all along in our soil when you're walking along.
Bernice says, beautiful decoration. Lori says, put battery-operated candles on the hearth.
Yeah, that would look nice.
Diana says, you could put electric inserts in the fireplace.
Yeah, this one I think they couldn't do, could they? There was some sort of problem. We have one in the parlor. To gas.
She means, I don't know what she means.
Oh, we have a gas insert in the parlor.
Oh, electric insert.
Yeah, electric insert. But
Curry says, thanks for all the snippets. Love them all.
yeah, I thought it would be fun, and like I said,
good to see you.
I said tomorrow will be a real hoot, a hoot and a holler if we can make it happen. And Arlene never came on, did she, tonight? I wanted to show the music that Arlene sent to me, but I want to wait until she's on. And I actually remembered tonight, and I pulled it out, and I had it out earlier today, and I kept forgetting, and I'm like, I will remember tonight. But I hope you enjoyed it. It's just another little snippet, very casual, just time with my friends and sharing some holiday joy. So I hope you enjoyed it, and tomorrow I'll be adding some more into the tree, and I'll take some pictures if I feel that I want to walk out there. And then make sure you catch us tomorrow night, because we don't have a time yet. We're just winging everything at this point, but I think you'll get a good laugh out of it, right, John?
Yes.
We're trying to make some fun.
Thanks, Candy. Good idea. Thanks, Ada. Good to see you again. Thanks, Diana. Thanks again, Candy. You have to hit the thing.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys, and hope to see you tomorrow. And I hope my 2 projects that I have in the working turn out. We'll see. So, thank you. Catch you later.